A big welcome to Farmington, Illinois, and the old school style Olympic Conference battle as the Farmington Farmers prepare to host the Macomb Bombers in a Prairie Land Conference friendly. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Farmington High School. It will be a tale of a game tonight as the Bombers look to keep their undefeated record at 7-0 on the road against a talented Farmington Farmers squad led by senior Keontre Barnes. A fun one awaits. We're under 15 minutes until the opening tap of this one. When we come back, we'll have the pregame breakdown, starting lineups, and all the things you need to know from Farmington. It's the Bombers and it's the Farmers on the Bombers Sports Network.
Bomber Basketball is brought to you by Alan Thompson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote or give them a call at 309-833-2400. You can also visit them online at www.allansf.com. Like a good neighbor, Alan Thompson is there. The Macomb Bomber Booster Club. Visit them today at www.bombersports.org to find out how you can get signed up and support all Bomber athletics this season. Get in the game. Join the Bomber Sports Boosters today. Ron LB Auto Sales. LB Auto Sales, family owned and operated, located at 1525 East Jackson Street in Macomb, offering you the best quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in or visit us online at lbsellscars.com to see our full list of inventory. The YMCA in McDonough County. The YMCA has tons of programs to offer and are now enrolling for their fall session. Check out their website for more information at www.macombymca.org or contact them at 309-833-2129. The YMCA, McDonough County, now open 24/7 for those 18 years or older. Brown Shoe Fit at Macomb. At Brown's, we know feet. We've been fitting people like you with comfortable footwear for over 100 years. Brown Shoe Fit in Macomb. Abram Olson, Country Financial. Get business, farm, life insurance, and retirement planning from Country Financial. We help you find the insurance and all the financial solutions with the right tools at the right time. Let Abram Olson help you out. Give him a call at 309-836-2885 or stop in at 1601 West Jackson Street in Macomb. Billy's Furniture. Quality, style, comfort, and value. You'll find it all at Billy's Furniture in Macomb. Stop in and see Jeremy and the guys today for all your furniture needs. Located at 1401 East Jackson Street in Macomb. Westside Lumber of Macomb. Located at 1301 West Jackson Street in Macomb, Illinois. Shop Ace Hardware for your grills, hardware, home improvement, lawn, and garden tools. Westside Lumber, your helpful hardware place. Ryan Bringer Chiropractic, specializing in all your chiropractic needs. Dr. Bringer is located at 1526 West Jackson Street in Macomb. Give him a call to schedule your next appointment at 309-837-1466. Bringer Chiropractic. Discover what your chiropractic can do for you. Pumo Insurance Agency. Let their friendly, experienced, and knowledgeable staff help you find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it be home, auto, life, agriculture, individual, or group insurance, they've got you covered. Pumo Insurance, 19 East Side Square in Macomb. First Bankers Trust Company, where customers are always first. Proudly serving the communities of Quincy, Minden, Carthage, Rushville, and Macomb, along with Springfield, and adjacent counties in Illinois, Missouri, and Iowa. The best financial service company in the market.
Welcome back to Farmington, Illinois. The Macomb Bombers set to play the Farmington Farmers in just under 11 minutes. Good to have you with us tonight, Justice Keene. Welcome to Farmington, Illinois. The Bombers at 7-0 and 1-0 in the Prairie Land Conference, set to take on the Farmers tonight. Should be a fun one. Bombers are coming off an overtime win against the Quincy Notre Dame Raiders just over the weekend on Saturday. A thriller, 46-44, Macomb prevailing in overtime at the Hangar. In a thriller, Braden Holthouse getting the last-second layup to kiss the Raiders goodbye, 46-44. It would have been 46-41. QND did get a three-ball to go at the buzzer, but in the end, the Bombers, it didn't matter. Bombers pull away 46-44. Entertaining one tonight. The Bombers looking to grab one on the road, but are going to be heavily guarded by the big man for the Farmington Farmers. That is Keontre Barnes, one of Marty Lozier's key players in the lineup tonight. Dealing with a bit of an ankle injury, though, so we'll see how much that plays a factor in the game tonight. But Keontre Barnes in the lineup for Marty Lozier tonight and looking to have a good game against Macomb. Let's meet our starting lineups tonight. First for the Farmington Farmers. They will start at a guard, number 3, Jack Gronwald. Second guard, 11, Zach Taylor. A third guard, 22, Owen Morse. At forward, 33, Chandler Weisen. And in the middle, the big man, Keontre Barnes. For Jeremy Anderson's Macomb Bombers, he will start at one guard, a junior, number 1, Drew Watson. Second guard, 5, Malachi Conley. Third, at forward, wearing number 12, Braden Holthouse. At forward, a senior, number 20, Ian Case. And in the middle tonight will be a senior, number 24, Jake Hobson. Bombers without Deion Doyle. He was not at school today and will be unavailable in the lineup tonight. So Bombers will be playing without him on the road tonight in Farmington. 8:25 until this one gets tapped away. Going to be a fun one tonight, and Marty Lozier's team's always fun to watch, and he's a fun guy to be around, and always an entertaining contest. It's the Bombers and it's the Farmers. It is the game of the week, and it's next on the Bombers Sports Network.
Bomber basketball is brought to you by Allen Thompson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote or give them a call at 309-833-2400. You can also visit them online at www.allensf.com. Like a good neighbor, Allen Thompson is there. The Macomb Bomber Booster Club. Visit them today at www.bombersports.org to find out how you can get signed up and support all Bomber athletics this season. Get in the game. Join the Bomber Sports Boosters today. Ron Elbiato Sales. Elbiato Sales, family-owned and operated, located at 1525 East Jackson Street in Macomb, offering you the best quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in or visit us online at lbsellscars.com to see our full list of inventory. Bomber basketball is brought to you by Allen Thompson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote or give them a call at 309-833-2400. You can also visit them online at www.allensf.com. Like a good neighbor, Allen Thompson is there. The Macomb Bomber Booster Club. Visit them today at www.bombersports.org to find out how you can get signed up and support all Bomber athletics this season. Get in the game. Join the Bomber Sports Boosters today. Ron Elbiato Sales. Elbiato Sales, family-owned and operated, located at 1525 East Jackson Street in Macomb, offering you the best quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in or visit us online at lbsellscars.com to see our full list of inventory. The YMCA in McDonough County. The YMCA has tons of programs to offer and are now enrolling for their fall session. Check out their website for more information at www.macombymca.org. or contact them at 309-833-2129. The YMCA, McDonough County, now open 24/7 for those 18 years or older. Brown Shoe Fit at Macomb. At Brown's, we know feet. We've been fitting people like you with comfortable footwear for over 100 years. Brown Shoe Fit in Macomb. Abram Olson Country Financial. Get business, farm, life insurance, and retirement planning from Country Financial. We help you find the insurance and all the financial solutions with the right tools at the right time. Let Abram Olson help you out. Give him a call at 309-836-2885 or stop in at 1601 West Jackson Street in Macomb. Billy's Furniture. Quality, style, comfort, and value. You'll find it all at Billy's Furniture in Macomb. Stop in and see Jeremy and the guys today for all your furniture needs. Located at 1401 East Jackson Street in Macomb.
And welcome back to Farmington High School in Farmington, Illinois. Just under 6 minutes until the Bombers and the Farmers will commence in their Prairie Land Conference battle. Good to have you with us tonight. Let us know where you're tuning in from in the Bomber roll call in the chat below. Bombers and the Farmers under 6 minutes to go until the tap. Bombers are off to a really good start this year, and it's a lot of good team chemistry on the floor. You know, kind of a slow start in that opening game against West Prairie the first couple minutes, and then the matchups started to click about 3 minutes into that game. And then ever since, 6-7 games into this thing, Bombers have kind of found that chemistry, found what works, and they know what they have to do to get a win tonight. Well, speaking of that, let's talk about our keys to the game tonight for the Bombers. You have to box out on the free throws. You got to get on the boards, and you have to get those rebounds off of free throws and off of Farmington's missed baskets. Bombers have not been getting as many rebounds as Jeremy Anderson's probably would have liked, so definitely have to get on the boards if they want to win this game tonight. Second, they have to slow the pace of this game down. Farmington's one of those teams that wants to play a fast ball game and run you and make it a track meet. The Bombers have got to find a way to slow down the Farmers if they want to find a way to win this game. The third thing they have to do is don't think. You can't be overthinking this game too much. I know there's obviously a lot of anticipation with this matchup. Farmington kind of a team that left Macomb with a sour taste in their mouth at the end of the holiday tournament last year, eliminating them in that fifth place bracket. But Bombers can't overthink this one. They have to play fresh and not overthink the matchup as it is. Just under 4 minutes away from the opening tap of this one. It's going to be a fun one tonight in Farmington, always is. Marty Lozier and Jeremy Anderson chatting things up at center court. Marty Lozier in his third season with the Farmington Farmers, taking over for longtime head coach Jeff Otto, who transitioned into an administrative role here at Farmington High School. He is the school's athletic director, greeted us as we came into the building. Always good to catch up with him, one of the true good guys in all of high school sports and high school athletics, and always good to be able to catch up with him. Marty Lozier, once again in his third year, won a regional title with his first-year squad in Knoxville, and then fell short in a sectional championship game with Rock Ridge that year. But that was an entertaining year. Farmers kind of floated their way through the holiday tournament as kind of a team that not a lot of people had on their radar. And then at the holiday tournament, after winning 2 games, they got into the 2:30 semifinal, took care of business there. They would end up losing to Eureka in that championship game. And I talked to Marty Lozier before this Macomb game last year, and he kind of talked about that his team was just kind of mentally exhausted from that day. And after that long wait, it's a 7-hour wait. Your semifinal game of the holiday tournament is at 2:30. Your championship game doesn't tip off till about 9:30. So it is a long wait in between that semifinal championship. The Farmers chose to stay in Macomb instead of returning back to Farmington before that one. And the Farmers just kind of got too tired and didn't do enough things during that wait to be able to win that game. But talented squad that year, and then the Farmers have found success the past year as well, and they look to kind of continue that success in the year this year. Going to be a fun one. We're under 2 minutes away until this one gets started. Once again, here are your starting lineups presented by Allen Thompson State Farm of Macomb. For surprisingly great rates, like a good neighbor, Allen Thompson State Farm is there. One guard for the Farmers, wearing number 3, Jack Gronwald. Second guard, 11, Zach Taylor. At the third guard, 22, Owen Morse. At forward, 33, Chandler Wiseman. And the man in the middle for the Farmers, the big man, 24, a senior, Keontre Barnes. Marty Lozier heading them up in his third season. For the visiting Bombers tonight, they'll start at a guard, wearing number 1, Drew Watson. Second guard, 5, Malachi Conley. Third guard, 12, Braden Holthouse. At forward, 20, Ian Case. And then in the middle tonight will be Jake Hobson, the senior, number 24. That is the buzzer, and we're going to get things rolling here from Farmington High School. Your officials tonight, Kennell Johnson, Ron King, and Jim Williams. Let's send it down to the public address announcer and get things rolling from Farmington.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Farmington Central High School for tonight's Prairie Conference boys basketball game between the Bombers of Macomb High School and your Farmington Central Farmers. Honor America, please stand and move your hats and join in playing our national anthem. Tonight's colors are presented by Farmington American Legion Post number 140 and Kansas City Post number 212. We ask that you remain standing for our cheerleaders and dance team that will perform the school song.
So the Farmington cheer and dance team, they'll perform their school song. Bombers and the Farmers getting ready, set to go here from Farmington High School. Nice presentation of the colors from the local American Legion here in Farmington. Always an honor when you can have that at your ball game. Bombers and the Farmers, it's going to be a good one tonight. Not a huge crowd on hand tonight by any means, but middle section filled up on this side, and the Macomb fans about 25, 30 deep, 40 maybe around 50 on this side of the gym. Can remember when this place was absolutely rocking for the 2A sectional in volleyball last year. That was really fun. Both sides were, or this side at least that we're on, was completely full of orange and black. UND did not bring a huge crowd by any means, good student section, but that was a lot of fun here and certainly was a fun night. The result wasn't what we wanted, but certainly a night that I will certainly never forget with the certainly a game that I will not forget anytime soon with the Bombers bringing in that huge crowd. Well, let's send it down and meet the starting lineups for this game. We'll send it down to the table.
The officials assigned to this game have met extensive requirements set by the Illinois High School Association and have been licensed based upon the process approved by IHSA. The officials for this game are Jim Williams, and Ron King. The athletes, coaches, and officials are guests of Farmington Central High School. All fans are asked to respect the effort each team has put forth in preparing for tonight's contest. We ask all attendees to show.
So they're still going to hold off on the starting lineups for at least a couple more minutes as they go through the sportsmanship announcements. Again, good to have you with us. The Bombers picking up a win in the JV contest tonight. Always good to have the Bombers pick up a win there. So looking to finish off with 2 wins tonight. And now let's send it down and meet the starting lineups for the Bombers.
First, for Macomb, at guard, sophomore, number 1, Drew Watson. At guard, a junior, number 5, Malachi Mosley. At guard, a junior, number 12, Braden Holthouse. At forward, a senior, number 20, Ian Case. And at center, a senior, number 24, Jake Hobson. The Bombers are coached by Jeremy Anderson, assisted by Brian Langworthy and Zach P. And now the starting lineup for your Farmington Farmers. At a guard, sophomore, number 3, Jack Grunwald. At another guard, a senior, number 11, Zach Taylor. At another guard, a junior, number 22, Owen Morse. At a forward, a senior, number 33, Chandler Whitman. And a guard, a senior, number 24, Deontay Barnes. Happy birthday, Deontay.
Let's get ready to play basketball. It's the old school rivalry of the Bombers and the Farmers. And it's the game of the week on the Bomber Sports Network. Tonight's officials, Kenal Johnson, Ron King, and Jim Williams. Bombers in their road blacks tonight with the orange trim on the side. Farmington in the home whites with the purple and the gold rush trim on the sides. Bombers and the Farmers game of the week. Welcome to Tuesday night basketball on the Bomber Sports Network. Big one tonight. Bombers looking to keep the undefeated record. We'll see if they can do so. Good to have you with us tonight. Ian Case, number 20 for Macomb, the big man out there. And Jack Keontre Barnes, number 24 at midcourt to tap it away. Farmington and Macomb. Strap yourselves in, folks. This is Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network. Up and underway, and Farmington will win the opening tap. It'll move from our right to left as we see it from the top of the gym in Farmington. Farmer's going to play that fast pace offense that Marty Lozier likes to play. Long three ball, bang! Right off the bat for Jack Gronwald, number 3 of Farmington. 3-0 lead for the Farmers early in this one. Holthouse tapped away from Keontre Barnes. Barnes 2-on-1 to the basket, up and it is good. Farmers coming out quick and early with that one. Keontre Barnes on the board. 5-0 Farmington, just like that. Here is Conley. Back to Hobson. They'll reset top of the key. Macomb and Farmington here in Farmington, Illinois tonight. Good to have you with us. Here is Case, top of the key, takes his dribble, feet over to Holthouse. Holthouse 3 steps, and he's fouled in motion. Farmington picks up their first foul of the contest. That will be on Jack Gronwald at number 3. That is his first, team first. 5-0 lead for the Farmers early in this one. Watson to Case. Bombers coming out playing fast basketball tonight. There's a toss-up, won't go from Watson from about 10, 15 feet. And now the Farmers go the other way. Marty Lozier sets up his offense. Gronwald to the corner, 3-ball on the way. Bang! He's 2 for 2. 8-0 lead, and the Bombers tap it out of bounds. Marty Lozier swings his arm. He's excited. Bombers struggling in this one early. And the net will be fixed. Farmer basketball underneath their own basket here. A shutout thus far. 8-0. Farmington leading Macomb on the road tonight. Quick inbound from Owen Morse. Morse out to Barnes. Barnes, the big man, guarded by Braden Holthouse. 2 steps, tosses it over to Zach Taylor. Taylor in the lane. Kicks outside Owen Morse. Morse 2 dribbles stolen by Holthouse. Holthouse heavily guarded by Owen Morse. Ahead the other way, Hobson back to Holthouse at the top of the key. 6.5 to play in the opening quarter. The reset. Back to Case in the corner. Bombers struggling to find anything with this Farmers defense. Right now they trail 8-0. Holthouse to the corner. Finds Conley for a jump shot. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Keontre Barnes, and they'll go the other way. Barnes with it, kicks top of the key, and finds Zach Taylor. Taylor will set up the Farmers offense. Taylor over to Gronwald. Back to the corner, under 6 to play, 8-0 Farmington. 3-ball on the way from Taylor. Off the back iron, won't go. Rebound, Holthouse. Ahead the other way. Holthouse tries to go 2-on-1 to the basket. He trips and falls. Foul in motion. And we'll check the foul at the table. That will be on Zach Taylor, number 11 for Farmington, his first, team second. And the free throws upcoming here for Holthouse. Try to get the Bombers on the board. First free throw. No good. Off the right side of the rim, no good. 5:46 to go. Opening quarter action. Macomb 0. Farmington 8. All Farmers in this one. 2 3-balls from Jack Gronwald and a basket from Keontre Barnes. Holthouse looking for something on the second free throw. Up and down the middle, good. Bombers on the board. Holthouse will go 1 of 2. And that's how the Bombers get on the board. The other way we go. Here is Owen Morse, tapped away by Holthouse. Going to need a big game from him tonight. The Bombers want to come out of Farmer Country with a win. Holthouse, 3 steps in the lane. Kick outside to Case. Case back to Holthouse outside on the far side of the perimeter. Holthouse resets, pull up 3 from beyond the arc, hits the back iron, no good. Conley's there to put it back. Yes, up and good. 8-3, Malachi Conley got it to go. 5-point game. The reset by Owen Morse. Morse able to save it. That's Zach Taylor who saves it from going out of bounds. The kick over to Wiseman. Wiseman back to the corner. Whistle called, traveling violation. Back to Macomb. And Jarrett Fowler will come into the game for the first time for Owen Morse. Bombers Farmers from Farmington tonight. 8-3 Farmington with the early advantage in this one at home tonight against Macomb. Holthouse across midcourt. Feeds to Ian Case. Case with it. Turns around, hands to Watson. Bombers reset at the top of the key with Holthouse again. The reset back to Holthouse. 4:40 to play. Macomb trailing by 5. Ahead. Case tosses one up, it's short. Hobson steals it from going out of bounds. 3-ball on the way. Watson won't go. Rebound, Hobson again on the boards, you bet. Hobson gets in the lane. Bombers are getting on the boards early, and that was one of the keys to the game we talked about. The Bombers want to win, they got to get on the boards, and they do there too. 8-5, it's a one-possession game all of a sudden. Bombers on an 8-0 deficit early in this one. Barnes on the outside, he's guarded heavily by Braden Holthouse. He pulls up, long three, off the front of the rim, won't go. And that's going to be a foul on Chandler Wiseman. His first personal, team third. Out of bounds for Braden Holthouse and the Bombers underneath Farmington's basket. Holthouse into Case, ahead to Malachi Conley. Conley's fast, loses control of his dribble, gets it to Hobson, but they'll say Conley traveled in motion. Farmer basketball. 3:55 to go, opening quarter action. 8-5, Farmers lead this one. As Landon Crawford will check in for the first time tonight for Farmington. Ahead for the Farmers by Crawford. Crawford feeds over to Jack Gronwald. Gronwald ahead to Zach Taylor. Taylor in the lane, tosses one up, it's good. Zach Taylor on the board for the first time tonight for Farmington. Holthouse to bring it up the floor now. Heavily guarded by Taylor and Barnes. Jeremy Anderson makes his play call. Bombers will reset at center court. And now a shoe. That is Keontre Barnes' shoe. It looked like something that was tossed out of the bleachers, but that is the shoe of Farmington's Keontre Barnes. So offense will be reset out of bounds by the Farmington bench. Watson to take it out. Watson to Holthouse. Holthouse brings it across to Farmer at midcourt. Here is Watson on the outside. Kicks to Hobson. Hobson, 2 dribbles to the corner. Finds Holthouse. Wide open 3. Off the back iron, won't go. Rebound. Conley up. He's on the board. He's got it. 10-7. Conley has 4 tonight. 2:59 to go, 10-7, Farmers by 3. Corner now, Zach Taylor. Taylor to the corner, feeds back to Crawford. Crawford, 2 dribbles, kicks outside to Barnes. Barnes with it, looks down low, wide open, look for Gronwald. Gronwald instead kicks it back outside. Farmers will move it around, looking for a good shot here. 3-ball on the way. Bang! It's good for Jack Gronwald. 13-7. Jack Grunwald has 3 threes on the night. 13-7 Farmington. Reset ahead, and that is out of bounds. It will stay with Macomb. Once again, let us know where you're watching from in the chat below. And we will get to the Bomber roll call at the end of the first quarter. Outside for Holthouse, 2 steps, a foul, basket's good. Farmington fouling plenty early now, 13-9, and Farmington almost in the bonus here, or Macomb almost in the bonus. Farmington has 4 fouls now. That will send Holthouse to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. Again, let us know where you're watching from in the chat below, and we'll get to the roll call at the end of the first quarter here. 2:13 to go after a couple of substitutions there. Holthouse's free throw in the air on the way. It's good. Back to a three-point game. 13-10 after an 8-0 run by Farmington to begin this thing. Fast-paced game there. Stolen away by Conley. Conley thought about pulling up for a three. He resets to Watson on the outside. Watson back ahead to Conley in the corner. Conley down low. Big man Case. And they're going to say jump ball tie-up. It will be Bomber basketball at the 150 mark of quarter number one. (13-10) Farmington, 150 to go. Opening quarter action from Farmer Country and the Gold Rush. Case outside to Watson. Watson drives, kicks to Bishop. Bishop, and he will travel, and it will be Farmer basketball again. Farmington will bring it up the floor here. It'll be Landon Crawford to bring it across the angry Farmer at midcourt. Minute and a half to play, opening quarter action. Macomb trailing 13-10 on the road right now. Ahead of the lane, kicks outside. Barnes for three. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Ian Case. Conley will bring it up the floor. Conley, it's like a track meet when he has the ball. Fast and furious. Back to Watson, the reset. The offense. At center court, they'll kick to Bishop in the corner. Back to Conley, top of the key. Conley with it. 3 steps outside Case. Case will drive. Back out to Bishop. Wide open three look. Off the rim, no good. Case is on the board, though. Puts it back up and in. 1 point game, 13-12. Ian Case gets the putback to go. What a comeback by this Bombers squad, cutting the lead to 1 after an 8-0 run by Farmington to begin this thing. Barnes gets to the basket, though, puts one up and in. He's got 4 on the night. 15-12, Farmington over Macomb. First quarter action. Watson across midcourt, double team by the Farmers. Looks to a wide open Holthouse. Holthouse could have pulled up for 3 if he wanted to. Watson back top of the key. 15 seconds to play, opening quarter. Watson to Holthouse. Holthouse to Conley. Conley, 8 seconds left. Bombers are going to have the last shot of the first quarter. Conley with a drive in the lane. And that'll be a carry violation. Hobson will return for Macomb. 3.2 to play. Farmington has a chance to get off a last-second shot here. Morse to take it out of bounds here underneath Macomb's basket. Toss in, 2 seconds. 1 half-court heave on the way. It is off the mark and no good. 15-12 after 1 quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds and with the roll call after this on the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber Basketball is brought to you by Ryan Bringer Chiropractic, specializing in all your chiropractic needs. Dr. Bringer is located at 1526 West Jackson Street in Macomb. Give him a call to schedule your next appointment at 309-837-1466. Bringer Chiropractic. Discover what your chiropractic can do for you. Brown Shoe Fit in Macomb. At Brown's, we know feet. We've been fitting people like you with comfortable footwear for over 100 years. Brown Shoe Fit in Macomb. Abram Olson Country Financial. Get business.
Welcome back to Farmington, Illinois, the Farmers and the Bombers. Let's check the Bomber roll call to get the second quarter underway. Go Bombers. Go Bombers from Greenville, South Carolina, Bedford, Texas, UM Autos in Macomb. Good luck, Bombers. Las Vegas, Macomb, Canton, Boise, Idaho. Go Bombers. Additionally, viewers from Bobby Avenue and Papa Keen has on his red hat, too. Oh, boy. 15-12 as we get this second quarter underway. We're on YouTube as well if you want to cast to your TV as we get later into the night. Do have an update from the Washington Street Gym. 41-8, Quincy High leads Macomb at the halftime break. That's back in Macomb at Washington Street Gym. Farmington ball to get this second quarter underway. Good to have you with us tonight. Once again, let us know where you're watching from in the chat below. Second quarter underway. Farmington with a 3-point advantage. That will be knocked out of bounds. And the Bombers will bring it up the floor here. Watson in the corner. Heavily guarded, and that'll be knocked out of bounds. It will stick with Macomb. Holthouse with it, top of the key. Holthouse back to the corner to Hobson, who's got it up and in. Jake Hobson on the boards multiple times tonight. Leads cut to 1 point again. Barnes with it, top of the key, feeds over to Jack Gronwald. Gronwald, 2 dribbles. Kicks back and resets. That underneath the basket, and a foul called. Be Macomb's first foul of the contest. That will be on Malachi Conley, number 5, his first, team first. Macomb trailing 15-14 in this one as Fowler goes to the line and misses his first free throw. He's got one more here. Again, it's the Bombers and the Farmers. If you're just joining us, let us know where you're tuning in from in the chat below, as Fowler will make his second free throw. 16-14. Three ball on the way. No good for Holthouse. Barnes gets the rebound. He'll push ahead. Layup, no good. Bombers get it back here. Ahead to Holthouse. Holthouse drives in the lane, goes Hobson up, no good. He's fouled. And Farmington will pick up their first foul of quarter number 2. That will be on Wisden. That is his second, team first. And the first one for Hobson was no good. Or correction, it was good. Sorry. (16-15). This game could be tied for the first time tonight with this free throw. Bombers been trailing since the tap. It won't go. Rebound ahead the other way for the Farmers. They'll reset on offense. 6 minutes to play in the first half. In the lane, drive, toss up, no good from Jack Gronwald. Braden Holthouse will bring it the other way for Macomb. Out in the corner, Case for 3, long distance, won't go. Bombers on the boards again, and there's a foul on the Farmers. Will be out of bounds for Macomb. That foul charge to Owen Morse, number 22, his first personal, team second. And that will be knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Keontre Barnes over there in the corner. It will stay with Macomb. (16-15). That OB again, and now they're trying to figure out which ball is the game ball. Rack's right behind the bench, and they'll grab the right one. Case to take it out here. 5.5 to play, 16-15. Bombers trailing by 1. Farmington's led the whole way thus far tonight. Here is Bishop at the top of the key. He'll feed over to Holthouse. Holthouse drives, gives to Hobson up and in. Bombers take the lead for the first time tonight. 5:13 mark of quarter number 2. Farmers reset on the other end. In the lane for the Farmers. Back outside to Owen Morse. Morse kicks outside. A long 3-ball Gronwald. He's got 3 tonight. Won't go. Ahead the other way, and Holthouse resets. Holthouse across midcourt. He'll feed to Watson. 4:45 to go. 17-16. Bombers got the lead in this one. Case, turnaround 360. The hand to Bishop. He'll be fouled in motion. Bombers can extend their lead here. First one of the night. Took a little bit longer than the Bombers had anticipated, but finally on the right side of the scoreboard. Second one won't go either. Bodies on the floor. Bombers recover it. They'll take it the other way. Reset. Corner. Bishop. Back to Case. Case top of the key. 2 dribbles. Drive in the lane. Free and Case swatted away. Oh, the call foul. Bombers like that call. That will be on Huffman for Farmington, number 10. First one for Case won't go. Case at the line. 17-16. Macomb by 1. Second one is good. Case will go 1 of 2. 18-16, and a foul called at the other end. That will be on Connor Bishop, his first, team second. Corner now for Smith. Smith ahead, basket's good from Crawford. Tying at 18 apiece now. Tied at 18. Here is Watson in the corner. 2 steps. Looks for the open man. Finds Bishop. Bishop now. 2 dribbles. Inside to in. Case the free throw line. Back outside Watson. Watson 2 dribbles. Throws one up. Won't go. Farmers with the rebound. Bombers fight for it, but the Farmers keep it in their own hands. We're tied at 18. A basket takes the lead in this one. 3-ball. Bang! Another one from Jack Gronwald. He is electric from beyond the arc. 4 threes tonight. 21-18. Farmers back on top. The other way. Timeout. Jeremy Anderson as Bishop was about to fire a 3. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Bombers Sports Network.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
To help me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect.
Welcome back to Farmington High School in Farmington, Illinois. Macomb and Farmington battling it out here at the Farmington High School gym, home of the Gold Rush and the Farmers. Bombers reset on offense after the timeout here. 21-18, Farmington leads by 3. Macomb's only had one lead in this ball game. Ahead to Conley. Conley gets the basket to go, cuts the Bomber lead to 1. Malachi Conley been great on the offensive boards tonight and those quick shots that the Bombers need. Barnes in the lane, kicks outside, finds Gronwald. Gronwald with it, 2 dribbles. Back to the top for Crawford. 2.5 to play in the first half. Macomb trailing 21-20 on the road against Farmington tonight. Top of the key, Gronwald to Zach Taylor. Taylor over to Landon Crawford. Crawford back to the corner and finds Smith. Farmers looking for the right shot, pull-up jumper on the way, no good from Zach Taylor. The putback, though, good from Gronwald. Jack Gronwald, player of the game right now for Farmington. 4 threes in that basket. He's having a night. Hobson, pull up from 15 feet. Off the left side, won't go. Rebound Farmington ahead. They'll take it the other way. Farmers can run up and down the floor as Zach Taylor gets another one to go. Timeout, Jeremy Anderson, and he is not happy. Frustrated Jeremy Anderson with his team right now. It is a full timeout. 25-20. It's going to be a 30. This is a 30-second timeout here. Keontre Barnes is sitting on the bench right now. Got to hope one of the officials doesn't see it. Second horn of the 30-second timeout. Bombers now trailing by 5, 25-20. With the basket from Zach Taylor before the timeout. Watson will bring it up the floor here for Macomb. Farmington resets their defense. Watson with it, top of the key, kicks to Holthouse in the corner for 3. Bang! Braden Holthouse gives the Bombers the bit of fire they needed there. Lead cut to 2, 23-25. Correct the scoreboard on your screen there, 25-23 Farmington. Apologies for that. And a whistle on the floor here. Justin Ellison pointing to the right. I didn't see what the call was. And now Marty Lozier wants a timeout. Marty Lozier will take a 30-second timeout. 25-23. Bombers have only seen one lead in this contest tonight. It was at the 5:13 mark of the second quarter here. Other than that, Farmington the rest of the way thus far. Farmington came out on an 8-0 run courtesy of 2 3 balls from Jack Gronwald and a basket from Keontre Barnes as well, and really set the tone early. But the Bombers have fought back and don't want to give in at all. Again, good contest on hands here if you are just now tuning in. Bombers and the Farmers. Here we go. Farmers out of their timeout here. A drive from Jack Gronwald to kick out. Off the back iron, no good for Taylor. Back in the corner for Jack Gronwald. He looks for a three ball. Ball comes loose. Bombers wanted it. They'll say it was off the foot of either Holthouse or Hobson. Connor Bishop will return for Macomb now. 56.2 to play in the first half. Macomb trailing Farmington 25-23 on the road tonight in Farmer Country. Taylor looking to get it in. He does. On the outside for Crawford. Crawford over to Jack Gronwald. Gronwald resets back to the top of the key. Farmington doing a nice job running their offense tonight. Crawford with it. Drives in the lane. Pull up from the free throw line. Good. Landon Crawford has 4 tonight, all in the second quarter. 27-23 now. 30 seconds left in the first half. Watson across midcourt to Conley. Conley back to Watson. 24 seconds to play in the first half. Watson with it at midcourt. He's double teamed by the Farmers. Lob pass over to Holthouse. Holthouse back to Watson. Bombers are going to look for the last shot of this first half. 10 seconds left. Here is Holthouse in the corner. 3 ball on the way. Won't go. Rebound Farmington. And a foul called. And that will be charged to Connor Bishop, his second personal. Team fourth. Malachi Conley fouls before the half-court heave. Jeremy Anderson not happy whatsoever with that. You cannot foul before the halftime break, and now that is a shooting foul because he launched it from three-quarters court. First free throw is good. Second one is also good. These free throws could come back to haunt Macomb later in this contest. He gets 3 free throws, obviously throwing the long ball. Third one. No good. 29-23. It could have been 27-23, but instead the Bombers make silly mistakes down the stretch and now go to the locker room down 6 instead of 4. Second half comes up in about 10 minutes. We'll have the halftime show. That's next. We'll take a short break. Back with the halftime numbers and more. You're listening and watching Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bombers Sports Network. And welcome to the Ron Elby Auto Sales halftime report. Farmington High School in Farmington, Illinois. Bombers trailing 29-23 at the halftime break, with some costly mistakes down the stretch there, with a foul from Malachi Conley with 5/10 of the second left in the half. Slaps the hand of Farmington's 11, Zach Taylor, sends him to the line for 3 free throws, makes 2 of 3. Bombers now trail 29-23 at the break. We can give you an update from the girls' contest tonight. And the Bombers of Macomb, the Lady Bombers, trailed 58-14 after 3 quarters. That is against Quincy High back in Macomb. 29-23 here, though, as the Bombers trying to keep this one within reach, and it certainly is, only down 6. But it would feel more like that right now in that Macomb locker room. Only one lead in this contest has Macomb had. It came at the 5:13 mark of the second quarter. Here are the scoring columns for Macomb. 6 points for Malachi Conley. 7 points for Braden Holthouse. 7 points for Jake Hobson, and 3 for Ian Case. For Farmington, Jake Gronwald has 14. Zach Taylor has 6. 24, Keontre Barnes has 4. Landon Crawford has 4. But Zach Taylor's 2 free throws there down the stretch, that hitting 2 out of 3 can certainly be costly later in this contest for Macomb. 29-23 at the halftime break. We'll take one more break here. 5:47 to go. Back with more from Farmington after this on the Bombers Sports Network.
Bomber Basketball is brought to you by Ryan Bringer Chiropractic, specializing in all your chiropractic needs. Dr. Bringer is located at 1526 West Jackson Street in Macomb. Give him a call to schedule your next appointment at 309-837-1466. Bringer Chiropractic. Discover what your chiropractic can do for you. Brown Shoe Fit in Macomb. At Brown's, we know feet. We've been fitting people like you with comfortable footwear for over 100 years. Brown Shoe Fit in Macomb. Abram Olson Country Financial. Get business, farm, life insurance, and retirement planning from Country Financial. We help you find the insurance and all the financial solutions with the right tools at the right time. Let Abram Olson help you out. Give him a call at 309-836-2885 or stop in at 1601 West Jackson Street in Macomb. Shop local. Shop Macomb.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
To help me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
And we're ready to get this second half underway. Justice Keene, good to have you with us tonight from Farmington, Illinois, here at Farmer Country's Farmington High School. Third quarter about to get underway as we'll get things set to go. Everybody going with their starters to get the second half underway. For Macomb, it will be Drew Watson, Malachi Conley, Braden Holthouse, in case Jake Hobson. For Marty Lozier and the Farmers, they will go Jack Grunwald, Zach Taylor, Owen Morse, Keontre Barnes, and Chandler Wiseman. 20 seconds left on the scoreboard till the half is over. Bombers got a little bit of work cut out for them. They trail by 6 at the break. 29-23. Again, let us know where you're tuning in from in the live chat. We'll check the roll call again after a bit. Bomber basketball to get the third quarter underway. 8 minutes on the clock. Here we go. Second half action of this conference friendly from Farmington. Case to inbound. He will get it into Holthouse. Holthouse will bring it across midcourt for Macomb. And the Bombers are off in this third quarter. Stolen away by the Farmers, though. Ahead to Zach Taylor. Reset to Owen Morse. Ahead the other way now. Gronwald with it. Stolen away by Case. Case ahead to Drew Watson. Watson back to Holthouse at center court. Bombers will move it around here. 7:19 to go. Third quarter just getting underway. And a whistle. And our first foul of the second half. That will be on Keontre Barnes, his second personal, team first for Farmington. Out of bounds here for Case. Case in to Braden Holthouse. 7:12 to go, third quarter. Malachi Conley with it. Conley back to Holthouse. Holthouse to the corner. Wide open Case. Case looks, spin move in the lane. Watson to Conley for three. Off the front of the rim, no good. Picked up. Ball's loose. Case is on the floor with it. And Case doesn't like the call. That foul will be on the Bombers. And it will be, we haven't updated the scoreboard yet, so we will await that one. That will be on Case, 20, his first, team first. 6:35 to go. And that will be out of bounds. Bomber basketball now. We can report from the Washington Street Gym. Bomber girls did fall to Quincy 62-16 tonight at Washington Street Gym. Holthouse with it across midcourt. Ahead to Jake Hobson. Top of the key, 29-23. Bombers trail by 6. That cuts the lead if it goes from Conley. Won't go. Rebound, Keontre Barnes. Bombers will go the other way. Barnes with it in the lane. Spin move. Toss up. Good. Barnes has 6 tonight. Playing on kind of a injured ankle. 31-23 Farmers. Ahead is Watson. Watson loses the ball. Picked up by Hobson. Hobson tapped out of his hands by Keontre Barnes, and a whistle on the floor. (31-23). That foul will be charged to Braden Holthouse's first, team's second. That ball knocked out of bounds. Will stick with Macomb. Ahead the other way. Hobson picks it up. Kicks back to Watson. Watson to the basket. Tosses one up. Off the front of the rim. Won't go. Rebound Barnes. Barnes loses it out of his hands. It will stay. It's Macomb basketball. Well, I'm not sure how that happens with Barnes last touching that ball there. They give it to Farmington. Ahead the other way anyway, with Gronwald with it. And Marty Lozier says, I want a timeout. They'll take a full timeout. We will as well. Back after this on the Bombers Sports Network.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to like experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
It helped me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
Welcome back to Farmington, Illinois, Farmington High School. Macomb and Farmington here tonight, 31-23. out of the timeout break from Marty Lozier and the Farmington Farmers. Barnes to take it out for the Farmers. He will inbound to Jack Gronwald. Gronwald will get it over to Taylor, who will run the Farmers offense from the top of the key. Taylor with it as we hit the 5-minute mark of the third quarter. Bombers still trail 31-23. Only one lead in this game, and another foul called there. That will be charged to Drew Watson, his first, team third. Pull-up jumper, good from Zach Taylor. 33-23, and now an offensive foul there. Jeremy Anderson not happy as he gets up off the bench, not happy with his squad at all. As Holthouse picks up his second personal foul, and Farmington has a double-digit lead. Now 10, 33-23. Zach Taylor will bring it across the midcourt logo for Farmington. Barnes with it. Pull up, three ball. Off the back iron, won't go. Rebound, Drew Watson. Watson across midcourt to the corner now. Back to the top of the key. 4:20 to play. 33-23. Bombers got to find a way back in this one. And a foul called on the floor. And that will be on Keontre Barnes, his third personal, team second. Ahead there is Watson, who gets a basket to go finally for Macomb. 33-25 now. Here is Morse with it, top of the key, over to Jack Gronwald. Gronwald, top of the key, feeds to the corner now. Outside, Zach Taylor drives, kicks back to the top. Three ball from Gronwald won't go. He hit four already tonight. Another three ball from Taylor. Off the back iron won't go. Finally, Bombers get the rebound and will take it the other way. Watson ahead, 2-on-1 to the basket. Goes Holthouse up and in. (27-33). We'll get that corrected on your screen. Ball comes loose again. And that will be Farmer basketball. Connor Bishop will return for Macomb now. Hobson will come out. 3:17 to go, third quarter. Macomb trailing Farmington 33-27 on the road tonight. Fowler with it, top of the key, feeds over to Zach Taylor. Taylor ahead to Gronwald. Ball intercepted by the Bombers. They'll take it the other way now. Drew Watson across midcourt to the corner. Three-ball Holthouse on the way. Won't quite go. Reset Fowler. Fowler with it. He'll feed over and find Crawford. Farmers have really worn down this Macomb team, but they're fighting back as we speak. Conley with the steal. He'll bring it across midcourt. Drives in the lane. Fakes one. Won't go. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up and in. Malachi Conley has 8 now. 33-29. In the free throw line is Zach Taylor. Timeout, Marty Lozier. 30-second timeout. And now things starting to go the Bombers' way. 33-29. Farmers with 2 timeouts left for the game. Macomb with 3. As the horn will sound on the timeout. Second horn sounds, 2:15 to go in the third quarter. 33-29, the momentum right now back on Macomb's side. Farmington trying to hang on to the lead here after the timeout. They lead by 4. They had it to 11 at one point just a bit ago. The inbound and the reset. Here we go. Owen Morse with it. He'll kick over to Fowler. Fowler on the drive. Back out to the corner. Farmington looking for an answer right now to the timeout. Here is Morse with a drive. In the lane. Out top. Now Taylor in the corner to Crawford. Farmers moving around here. Look for a good shot. They lead 33-29. Bombers defense coming in strong, though. Conley taps it out of the hands of the Farmers. Landon Crawford. 3-on-1 there. Stolen away by Holthouse. Holthouse layup is waved off. Justin Ellison is not happy on the Bombers bench. None of the Bombers coaches are happy with that call, but they know the momentum is starting to get back on their side. Man, I can't believe they waved that one off. As Fowler will be charged with that foul, his first, team second. Minute and a half to play. We go the other way now. 33-29, a wide open look. No good from Farmington's Jack Gronwald. Conley will reset the offense for Macomb across midcourt. 33-29. Conley to the corner, finds Bishop. Bishop down low. The turnaround to Case, fakes one out. Misses a wide open layup opportunity. And now the Farmers can extend their lead down to the other end. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Farmers 33, Macomb 29. Gronwald to the basket, swiped away. And a foul called. And that puts some subs in for both teams, and we're going to have a shooting foul now. Officials don't seem to understand they'll finally get it there. The foul was on Malachi Conley, his third personal, team 5th. First free throw up, it's off the front of the rim and no good for Fowler. 33-29, third quarter, 55.3 to go. Fowler at the line for his second one. On the way, it is off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Jake Hobson. Ahead to Drew Watson. Watson in the lane with a drive, tosses one up, won't go. Rebound, tapped out of the hands of the Bombers, stolen by the Farmers. It'll be taken the other way by Fowler. Fowler at the top, he'll feed to Owen Morse. Back over to Crawford. Crawford back out to Fowler, 33-29. 20 seconds to play in the quarter. Farmers are moving around here. Look for the last second shot of quarter number 3. 6 seconds. 5. Here is Fowler with a drive in the lane. Tosses one up off the back iron. Good. (35-29). Jarrett Fowler gets one to go. 1 quarter to go. Bombers trying to hang in here. Back after this on the Bombers Sports Network.
Bomber basketball is brought to you by Billy's Furniture. Quality, style, comfort, and value. You'll find it all at Billy's Furniture in Macomb. Stop in and see Jeremy and the guys today for all your furniture needs. Located at 1401 East Jackson Street in Macomb. The YMCA in McDonough County. The YMCA has tons of programs to offer and are now enrolling for their fall session. Check out their website for more information at www.macombymca.org or contact them at 309-833-2129. The YMCA, McDonough County, now open 24/7 for those 18 years or older. Shop local. Shop Macomb.
And welcome back to Farmington High School, Farmington, Illinois. Justice Keene, good to have you with us tonight on the Bomber Sports Network. 35-29. As we get quarter number 4 rolling here, both teams will break their huddle. It will be Farmington basketball to start quarter number 4 now. We're on YouTube as well. I want to remind you, link on our Facebook page if you do want to connect to your TV as we get later into the evening. Here we go. Final quarter of play underway. Farmington will come out in their fast-paced offense here, which has worked all night long. And a whistle there. And now Farmington with 1 foul in the fourth quarter. That was charged to Owen Morse, his second, team first. Farmington with the steal on the other end there. They'll take it the other way. Ahead for Zach Taylor. Taylor with it. He kicks outside for Crawford. That will be ahead the other way. (35-29). Farmington leading Macomb. Early stages of the final quarter, quarter number 4. Drew Watson ahead to Malachi Conley. Conley with it. Hobson in the lane. Looks, finds Holthouse. Holthouse double teamed. Back outside Conley for 3. Bang! Big 3 ball from Malachi Conley. Cuts the lead to 3. Bombers are not going away in this one. 35-32. Barnes down in the lane. Tosses one up and in. 37-32. Back and forth we go at both ends. Holthouse ahead to Conley. Conley down low. He guarded Hobson. Not good enough, though, as Hobson can torch his way to the basket. 37-34. In the lane for the Farmers goes Grunwald up and in. Grunwald says anything you can do, I can do just a little bit better on that end. 39-34. A shootout until the end here in Farmington. Conley for three again. Off the rim, won't go. Gets his own rebound. Tosses it back into play. Case grabs it. Case looks, Holthouse in the lane. Double team by Barnes and Wiesen. Stolen away by the Farmers. He'll take it the other way. Farmers will reset their offense. Top of the key, long three ball. Air ball from Zach Taylor. Farmers get it, Bombers get it. And Malachi Conley will bring it across midcourt. 5:15 to go in this one. Farmington 39, Macomb 34. Bombers have played from behind for pretty much all of this one. Case, top of the key. Watson tosses one up. It's good. 39-36. Back to a three-point contest. Crawford with it. Crawford back the other way to Wiesen. Stolen away by Holthouse. Holthouse can make this a one-point game. Fakes out Barnes. He's fouled. 2 free throws coming up for Braden Holthouse. Holthouse at the line. 2 crucial free throws here. 4:40 to go in the contest. First one off the back iron and no good. Farmington 39, Macomb 36. This free throw cuts it to a 2-point contest. Crucial one here. The second free throw is good. 1 of 2 goes Holthouse. 39-37. 4.5 to play. Bombers trailing by 2. Zach Taylor feeds across to Grunwald. Grunwald ahead to Crawford. Crawford at the free throw line. Double teamed by the Bombers in the lane. Outside to Grunwald again. Farmers moving around here as they get applause from their hometown crowd. In the lane for Taylor. Back to the corner, 3-ball. Crawford got it. Crawford gets the gold rush, fired up. Huge 3-ball there, extending the Farmers' lead. 42-37. Case outside, wide open, Holthouse for 3. In and out, won't go. Rebound Hobson, he'll pull up from the free throw line. Won't go, that's not his shot. Conley knocks it out of bounds. Farmington will reset on offense now. 42-37. 3:38 left in this one. Stolen away there at the top of the key by Case. 2-on-1 to the basket. Up, it's good. Scoring a foul. Bombers could cut the lead to 2 again. And that is Keontre Barnes, the big man, picking up his 4th personal foul. Team 3rd. And now a huge free throw here from Case. 2-point game. Keontre Barnes is going to stay out there despite having 4 fouls. 42-40. 3:23 left. Clock will start here. Farmington will bring it across the floor at midcourt. 3:10 to play. On the outside is Crawford. He'll push it ahead to Taylor. Taylor to the basket, up and good. Zach Taylor gets one to go, 44-40. On the outside is Conley. Under 3 minutes to go on this one. Going to be a wild last 3 minutes of this one, folks. Watson, top of the key. Trying to find a path. Contorts his way to the basket. Swatted away. That's all ball. Stays with Macomb. Jack Gronwald will return for Marty Lozier's lineup. .242 to go, 44-40, Farmers by 4. Watson, back to Holthouse. Watson to the basket, up, no foul called. Bombers can't believe it. It'll go the other way. 2:26 to play. Timeout, Marty Lozier. It will be a full timeout. We'll take one as well. Don't go anywhere. This is Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to like experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
To help me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
Farmington High School in Farmington, Illinois. 2:25 to go in this one. Macomb trailing Farmington as they have for most of this ball game, all but for about 2.5 minutes. 44-40 all as of right now. 4-point lead for the Farmers. Bombers fighting until the end of this one, though. Here we go. Crawford to take it out of bounds for the Farmers. Holthouse up on defense as Taylor brings it across midcourt. Bombers trying to tap it away. Bishop has a hand on it. Ahead to Case. Case gets it knocked away from him. You can't complain about the call. He does. He looks right at the official, says travel. And they're not going to call an offensive foul on Keontre Barnes there. It'll be a block instead as Holthouse picks up his third foul. Again, Bombers making several key mistakes here tonight on the road. Quick inbound. Zach Taylor with it, out of bounds. Stays with Farmington, last touched by the Bombers. 44-40, 2:06 to play, fourth quarter. Crawford to take it out. Crawford in to Keontre Barnes. Barnes is fouled in motion. That will be charged to Drew Watson, his second personal, team second. And now Keontre Barnes will get 2 free throws. Chance to make it a 6-point lead if he goes 2 of 2. First one's off the front of the rim and no good. Second free throw. No good either. Rebound Malachi Conley. 2 minutes to play. 4-point lead for Farmington. Bombers trying to say something different about that, though. Here is Case. Case over to Conley. Conley drives. Kicks to Holthouse, who almost wasn't ready for it. Conley for 3. Won't go. Rebound Farmington. And a foul called on Drew Watson, his third, team third. 1:44 to go. Macomb still trails 44-40. Case and Bishop, along with Watson and Conley, playing defense before midcourt. Tapped out of the hands of the Farmers. Wide open look for Conley to the basket, up and in. 2-point game. And Case is going to be called for a foul, I do believe. Yes. Ian Case picks up his second personal. Team fourth. Got to be careful not to pick up that fifth team foul. Sends Farmington to the free throw line. Ahead for Zach Taylor. Taylor to Owen Morris. Morris with it on the outside. 1:22 to play. In the lane. And that is on Case once again, his third, team fifth. And now Farmington will shoot free throws the rest of the way. Landon Crawford at the line for Farmington. His first free throw on the way, no good. 1:18 to go, 44-42. Crawford at the line. 2 dribbles and a spin. The second free throw on the way. It's good. 45-42, 1:18 to play. Crawford goes 1 of 2. Watson. Across midcourt, guarded by Keontre Barnes. He's double teamed by Barnes and Taylor. Down low. Wide open Case to Malachi Conley for 3. Bang! We're tied at 45. Timeout, Jeremy Anderson. And it just turned into a home game for Macomb. Full timeout, Macomb. And we're tied at 45. We'll be back in 60 on the Bombers Sports Network.
Bomber Basketball is brought to you by Allen Thompson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote or give them a call at 309-833-2400. You can also visit them online at www.allensf.com. Like a good neighbor, Allen Thompson is there. The Macomb Bomber Booster Club. Visit them today at www.bombersports.org to find out how you can get signed up and support all Bomber athletics this season. Get in the game. Join the Bomber Sports Boosters today. Ron Elbiato Sales. Elbiato Sales, family owned and operated, located at 1525 East Jackson Street in Macomb, offering you the best quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in or visit us online at lbsellscars.com to see our full list of inventory. Shop local. Shop Macomb.
And welcome back to Farmington High School, the epic conclusion of the Bombers in Farmington coming up here. That timeout ended up being like more of about a minute 20 because they were fixing the scoreboard and didn't get the timeout clock started until a little bit late. So both teams got a little extra timeout in the huddle. Here we go. Minute 2 to go. Under a minute, tied at 45. Here is Taylor with it on the outside. Taylor ahead to Owen Morse. Morse on the outside, dribbles, kick out. Morse back to Crawford to Barnes. Barnes toss up from the lane. It's good. 47-45. Clock keeps running. Farmers by 2. Here is Watson across midcourt. 27 seconds left. 47-45. Bombers trail by 2. Conley in the lane. Pull-up jumper to tie it. Won't go. Rebound Barnes. Barnes in the lane is fouled. And now the Farmer fans get on their feet. This ball game is certainly not over yet. As Ian Case will pick up his 4th personal foul. 47-45. Farmers by 2. Keontre Barnes at the line. 0 of 2 from the free throw line tonight. First free throw on the way. It's good. 48-45. Timeout, Jeremy Anderson. And it will be a full timeout here. Bombers down to one full timeout remaining. They'll try to ice Keontre Barnes at the free throw line. 48-45. And now the Bombers, who have trailed basically this whole contest, they led for about 2.5 minutes in the second quarter, got the lead at the 5:13 mark, and then Farmington's had this one ever since. It will come down to the last little bit here to decide this one, but Keontre Barnes one free throw away from making this a two-possession ball game with about 19 seconds left. As Farmington will wrap up their huddle, one free throw ahead here for Keontre Barnes. 48-45, Bombers with a timeout left if they need it. It's a full. $19 seconds to go in this one. 48-45, Barnes at the line for one more. Big free throw here. Three dribbles from Barnes. Second free throw. He got it. 49-45. It's a 4-point game. Two-possession ball game now. Here is Conley. Ahead. Drives to the basket. Up. It's good. 49-47. Timeout, Macomb. That is their final timeout. And obviously no choice there. Well, I mean, obviously you're taking the choice to use it, but that's just one of those situations where do you stop the clock there, or do you take your timeout, try to draw something up, and now you don't have another one if you get the ball back. 49-47. Farmers will go to the free throw line no matter what, whether the Bombers, if the Bombers foul, they're in the double bonus with the 5 team foul, or with Macomb's 5 team fouls. But Jeremy Anderson drawing up his play in the huddle, as is Marty Lozier. First horn will ring in 1 second. There it is. 49-47. I'm honestly not even sure why we tell teams be ready on the second horn, because it never happens. And at some point, officials just need to put the ball down. The whole baseline to work with. Owen Morse to take it out of bounds here. 11-1 to go. Morse with it in the end zone. Got to get it in. That almost could be intentional. I don't think it will be, but pretty close. And that will be on Ian Case, and that is his 5th. Yeah, Ian Case did not recognize he has 5 fouls. He's now looking at the officials confused. And now the officials will talk it over. The call's already reported to the scores table, and Case will shake his head and be frustrated as he comes out, but you can't argue the call after it's already been reported. So that's 5 on Case. He's done tonight. He's got 6 points in the ball game with. And now Crawford goes to the free throw line to shoot the free throws. First one's no good. 9-8 to go as in comes Wiseman for Farmington. Bombers have no timeouts left. Crawford at the line for one more. 9.8 to go, plenty of time. Second free throw. He's got it. 50-47. Bombers will need a 3 to tie it. 7 seconds left. Got to go. Here is Conley. 4 seconds. 3. Wide open 3 ball. Won't go. Oh. A foul called. That won't go. Thankfully, because it was well off the mark. Here we go. Bishop to a wide open Conley for 3. Good! Good! Bang! We're going to overtime in Farmer Country. Do you believe? Unreal. Conley nails the 3 ball. And we will play on again in Farmington tonight. How about some more free basketball on the Bomber Sports Network? We'll take a short break. Back in 60. Free basketball is next, and it's on the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber Basketball is brought to you by Billy's Furniture. Quality, style, comfort, and value. You'll find it all at Billy's Furniture in Macomb. Stop in and see Jeremy and the guys today for all your furniture needs. Located at 1401 East Jackson Street in Macomb. The YMCA in McDonough County. The YMCA has tons of programs to offer and are now enrolling for their fall session. Check out their website for more information at www.macombymca.org or contact them at 309-833-2129. The YMCA in McDonough County, now open 24/7 for those 18 years or older. Shop local. Shop Macomb.
Welcome back to Farmington High School in Farmington, Illinois. We are not done yet. Welcome to overtime. The possession arrow is clear. This is overtime. Last second 3 ball hit by Malachi Conley. Oh, boy, here we go. Now you have the Macomb scoreskeeper getting into a argument with the officials. Marty Lozier is coming over. Again, this should not be a discussion with the opposing scorekeeper at all. This should be kept between the official scorekeeper, the official, and Marty Lozier. And we are still in this delay as the scores table argues it out here. I believe it's about the foul count on the scoreboard. But again, whatever the official book has is right, and there's no argument. We're going to jump things up here now that that has been settled. Hobson, Keontre Barnes to tap it away. Strap yourselves in. This is overtime on the Bomber Sports Network. Let's try that again. Strap yourselves in. This is overtime on the Bomber Sports Network. Farmers control the opening tap, and we are underway just before 9 o'clock in Farmer Country. First possession, basket, score, and a foul. Good from Jacob Gronwald. 52-50. Bombers just can't make those silly mistakes as Bishop will pick up his 3rd personal. But you worked so hard to get this thing tied and put it OT. It's too late to make those type of mistakes now. Free throw for Grunwald drops, 53-50. Bombers with their first possession of overtime now. 2-0 in overtime this year. Conley with it. Hit the tie 3 ball. Conley to the basket, up and good. 53-52. Here is Grunwald. Ahead to Landon Crawford. Crawford back to Zach Taylor. Taylor to Barnes in the corner. 3:15 to play. 53-52, Farmington by 1. Taylor with it. Drives, kicks back out. Bomber basketball. If you're just joining us, it's free basketball on the Bomber Sports Network again tonight. Macomb and Farmington in overtime. 3 minutes to go. Here is Bishop with it, top of the key, looking. Down low, finds Watson. Watson, double team by the Farmers, trying to toss something up, won't go. Off Farmington's foot, stays with Macomb. Bench energy is strong on the left side of the building tonight from the Bombers. 53-52, Farmers by 1. Holthouse inbound, quick look to Hobson. He can't get anything to go. Holthouse kicks back out, finds Bishop. Watson will drive, let one go. In and out, no good. Rebound, Keontre Barnes. Farmers take it the other way, 2.5 to play. Here is Crawford on the outside. He'll kick to the corner. Drive in the lane, back out to the top. They'll find Owen Morse. Morse to Barnes down below. Barnes the kick out. 3 ball, short. Rebound Hobson. Ahead to Bishop. Bishop will get it to Conley. The Bombers will reset. Jeremy Anderson will make his play call. 2 minutes to play in overtime. Here is Conley with a drive. Toss up. It is good. 54-53. Bombers by 1 in overtime. Ahead the other way. Minute 50 to go. Here is Zach Taylor with it. Loses control of it. That is backcourt violation. Bomber basketball. Jacob Evans looks at that is Landon Crawford. He looks at the official in disgust. And he's hot. He's frustrated as he comes off the floor. 54-53. 1:46 to go. Bombers by 1. Trying to hold on to this one. Conley to bring it across the floor. Conley to the corner, finds Holthouse. Holthouse double team. Back to Conley, who resets. 1.5 to play. Holthouse looking, finds Watson. Back to Conley. Bombers working with what they got here. Got to move, though. Ball comes out loose. Scrapped up by Zach Taylor to the basket. Up, no good. The slam by Keontre Barnes, though. 55-54. Farmers by 1. 1 minute to play here. Jeremy Anderson making his play call. Down low. Watson to Hobson. Up, it's good. Back and forth we go. 56-55. Jake Hobson gets the Bombers back on top by 1. Ahead the other way. 40 seconds to go. Morris back to the top. They'll find Fowler with it. Timeout, Marty Lozier to calm things down. Bomber bench energy is high right now. It will be a full timeout. We'll take one real quick to catch our breath as well. Macomb Bomber basketball's back in 30 seconds on the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber basketball is brought to you by Alan Thompson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote or give them a call at 309-833-2400. You can also visit them online at www.allansf.com. Like a good neighbor, Alan Thompson is there. The Macomb Bomber Booster Club. Visit them today at www.bombersports.org to find out how you can get signed up and support all Bomber athletics this season. Get in the game. Join the Bomber Sports Boosters today. Run LB Auto Sales. LB Auto Sales, family owned and operated, located at 1525 East Jackson Street in Macomb, offering you the best quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in or visit us online at lbsellscars.com to see our full list of inventory.
Shop local. Shop Macomb.
Justice Keene back with you here at Farmington High School in Farmington, Illinois. It's a bad time to get under the weather and lose your voice over the weekend because the Bombers give you back-to-back overtime games to deal with. 36-7 to play, 56-55. Here we go once again. Back and forth we have went in overtime tonight. Top of the key for Zach Taylor. Taylor back to the corner to Owen Morse. Morse with it. Back top of the key for Landon Crawford. Crawford to the corner for Taylor. Taylor looking, 19 seconds to go. Farmers trying to find something here. They only trail by 1. 15 seconds to play. Bombers got to up their defense here. Farmington might look for the last shot of the game. Timeout again called by Marty Lozier. It is a full timeout. 11.5 to play. Farmington now out of timeouts for the game. Macomb has 1. $11 seconds to play in this one. Man, has this been a fun one. Bombers, you didn't think after kind of that first quarter this would be much of a game. The Bombers did fight back, but Farmington just kept taking control of it. Shot after shot after shot. But the Bombers get this thing into overtime. They lead by 1. 11 seconds to play here. Macomb with 1 timeout. Farmington with no timeouts remaining. Got to play smart here if you're Macomb. Here we go. Again, appreciate everybody being with us tonight. Tuesday night basketball. Tuesday night free basketball. It's extra basketball again on the BSN. 11 and a half seconds to play here on the side of the floor. It'll be Landon Crawford to take it out of bounds here for Farmington. 56-55. Inbound. Ahead to Gronwald. Gronwald, pull up, jumper. In and out, no good. Rebound, Barnes puts it up and in. And now, every coach in this building has the right to be downright pissed off because the clock operator never started the clock. Zach Keene, Jeremy Anderson, Justin Ellis, and Brian Langworth, they jumped out of their chairs, went to the scores table, as did Marty Lozier. Marty Lozier was frustrated. Here comes Jeff Otto to calm down the situation. To even count that basket because the clock never ran. Oh boy. Macomb scores keeper is chipping back at the official once again. He's got to be careful as now Jeff Otto comes over to talk to him. Heated emotions down at the scores table again tonight. Jeremy Anderson's going to take his last time out. And now Jeff Otto's going to, athletic director, is going to stand behind the scores table here, as it did get chippy there for a minute. The basket is not on the scoreboard, so I'm going to go with it doesn't count. And again, Macomb did just take their last time out. It's a full. And that's got to stink if you're Farmington, because now you just lost your what could have been a game-winning shot. But now you start back from the beginning again. And it is still, the scores table's still, I don't know, they're kind of having words down there, it looks like. Clock operator, and I mean, every coach has every right to be frustrated there. If you're Marty Lozier and you hit your game winner, there, it's going to be Macomb basketball. Out of bounds, 57-56. Bombers by 1. Here is Conley with a drive to the basket. Up. Offensive foul. 1.6 left. Offensive foul. The whole gymnasium just erupted. Crowd is on their feet. 1:06 to go. Got to get it a stop here. Foul called. The buzzer sounds. Keontre Barnes just went flying into the bleachers. This game is too heated right now. That is not appropriate from the Farmington student section. That's the ball game. The game is over. They wave it off. Farmington is going to end up winning. At the buzzer, they do end up counting the basket. Wow. And the undefeated streak is over. And that is not appropriate at all from the Farmington student section, chanting just like football. Just not appropriate. And now, this is disgusting to see. The Farmington student section is now at midcourt as Macomb is trying to get to the locker room, giving them thumbs down, and just ridiculous. Absolutely disgusting display of sportsmanship from the Farmington student section. That is not okay whatsoever. The undefeated streak is over. The basket will count when the clock didn't start. That wasn't made clear. And then, obviously, they did end up counting it. Bombers are not undefeated anymore. Farmington takes them down in overtime. 57-56. They did end up counting it. They just did not get it up on the board quick enough in time for anybody to look over and see it until that last play was inbounded there. So the final count of this one is going to be 57-56 Farmington. But again, just really disappointing to see the poor sportsmanship at the end of that game. There is, Macomb's trying to get to the locker room after a tough loss, and Farmington chanting just like football, thumbs down, just not okay. You don't want to see that whatsoever from any student section. And that is just very, very poor sportsmanship at the end of this one. You hate to see it in that way. Farmington gets the best of Macomb. We're going to be back with the post-game show. Macomb is undefeated, no more. And again, that is just how this one ends up coming to an end. We're going to take a quick break. 57-56 the final. Farmington gets the win here on the road or at home tonight. Bombers are undefeated, no more. Back after this.
Bomber Basketball is brought to you by Billy's Furniture. Quality, style, comfort, and value. You'll find it all at Billy's Furniture in Macomb. Stop in and see Jeremy and the guys today for all your furniture needs. Located at 1401 East Jackson Street in Macomb. The YMCA in McDonough County. The YMCA has tons of programs to offer and are now enrolling for their fall session. Check out their website for more information at www.macombymca.org or contact them at 309-833-2129. The YMCA, McDonough County, now open 24/7 for those 18 years or older.
Shop local. Shop Macomb.
Welcome back to Farmington High School and the postgame show. Justice Keene back with you. Farmington getting the best of Macomb on the road tonight, 57-56. And I do want to put out a disclaimer that please keep the comments clean in the comment section. There's no need for any trash talk. There's already been enough tonight as it is. So, we're not going to judge officials for the calls they made. It's a tough inning there, but again, everybody's human at the end of the day, and we are not going to judge them in social media comments or anything online. So we're not going to do that, and I'm just going to leave that there. Farmington gets the win over Macomb. Great contest. Malachi Conley hits the three ball to get this thing to overtime. But at the end of the day, it just wasn't enough in the end with Farmington getting the shot there. At the end of the day, you can't argue it. It was the correct call to count the basket. The clock just did not start. So I want to revisit that situation there. Basically, what we were told there during the quick little break there was the clock wasn't started there. Crawford makes the basket. And obviously kind of all chaos broke loose there for a little bit. So what ended up happening there, they count the basket from Landon Crawford, 57-56. They took the clock down to about 6 seconds left, gave the ball to Macomb in the Farmington end zone and under the Farmington basket to toss in. Obviously, Macomb had the possession there, didn't get a shot off. They call an offensive foul there when Conley made the basket down at the other end. That was the only one you could say was questionable, was the offensive foul call there at the end, and then the inbound. And with time left on the clock, the officials say, we're done. That's the ball game. So final score of this one, 57-56. The Bombers' undefeated streak comes to an end. And actually 2 years ago, they had the 21-win streak coming into this one from the COVID season to the 2022 winter season. And they were 21 strong coming to Farmington and lost here. So tough stretch there in the end for Macomb here at Farmington, but just an all-around great game. It's exactly what you want to see from both teams. Both teams played their heart out. Credit Marty Lozier's squad. They came in, they executed the game plan, and you got to give the MVP to, not only the Farmington team, but specifically, Jack Gronwald, who comes out first quarter, hits 4 threes in the first half, 3 in the first quarter alone, played strong all night for Marty Lozier's team and was a key asset on defense. And then Keontre Barnes, who kind of lit up in the fourth quarter and then got a couple, and then the slam dunk there in overtime to get a 1-point lead over Macomb in the early stages of it. Obviously dealing with an ankle injury a little bit tonight, as we were alluded to early when we got here. But Keontre Barnes certainly going to be a fun player to watch come Christmas time at the holiday tournament. Macomb, no question about it, MVP goes to Malachi Conley. And Malachi played a great contest tonight, hits the 3 ball to get us into overtime, ties the game at 50, gets this place rocking on the Macomb side. And that's just how this one ended up ending in overtime, 57-56. So, again, we're not going to make any comments, and please don't make any comments about the officiating online. We're not going to do that. That's not okay. And, again, I make the quote that we're all human at the end of the day. And, again, sometimes you don't get a call that goes your way. That's unfortunately how the ball game goes, so please keep the comments clean. Don't believe Coach Ellison's going to make his way up here. He's going to come do the post-game show with us with the Bombers, I think, have headed to the locker. We're going to wrap things up, get on the road here because we got a little trip back to Macomb, and it's time to get back and do homework. 57-56, the Bombers will head to Kewanee on Saturday night. They'll play Kewanee High School on the road. We unfortunately will not bring you that game due to a prior conflict with my schedule. And then we'll be back with you, I believe, next week at Mercer County on the road again. Bombers don't have very many home games this year, so we're going to be putting some miles on the vehicle all year long. 57-56, man, was this a fun one. You couldn't ask for much more when you come to Farmer Country. And it was rowdy. It was fun all night long. And you couldn't ask for much more. That's going to do it for us. Final count of this one is 57-56. Farmington over Macomb. For Justice Keene live at Farmington High School, good night. Go Bombers. And we will see you next week for another presentation of Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network. Good night from Farmington.